Hello everyone, good evening or good morning or good afternoon whenever you're listening to this. So this is not going to be like the best produced video, right? Because to be honest, it's 11:41 p.m. and I just wanted to get this out because I've done like two versions of this. The first one, I don't know, I just felt it was too long. Second one was there was no audio. So anyways, what I wanted to talk about today is talking to you guys about how I plan my week and basically tips that help me to be productive. So dive right into it. If you don't know, I do a couple of things, and I am a product photographer. I have a personal blog, I have a mommy blog, and I also work with my husband on his photography company. So I also do video production, video editing for when I have some personal projects as well. So in combining all of these things, my week is usually hectic and full, and this is minus the fact that I homeschool my son, but because we're on holiday now, it's not top of mind. So basically there are a lot of things, and when you're juggling like balls so I'm literally juggling like 100 balls and a lot of them usually drops, but I'm going to tell you how I plan for the week to ensure that at least we have minimal balls dropping. So this is not to say that balls don't drop, they do, but how do we ensure that there are minimal balls dropping? First of all, I'll say choose your battles, and I choose my battles. One of the major things that helps me is the fact that I realize that I cannot do it all, in the sense that I've prioritized for me what's most important for me as a human being and as a person. So first of all, my son's education is important to me, and my business is important to me. So yes, my health, my fitness and things like that, they're important to me, but they're not high up there on the scale of preference, if that makes sense. So it's not that we don't eat healthy or we don't exercise. We exercise, but I don't kill myself over trying to plan it. You get what I mean? So first of all, when I'm planning, first the things that I do, I tackle the big things. So what are the big things for me is my son's homeschool, ensuring that my business runs, or the business that I do runs properly, having conversations at meetings with my husband, for us to be able to think through the business, and basically those are the things that are first on my priority list. But for food, because we already know, we've accepted that it's not going to be like big on our list. Not that we don't like eating good food or eating healthy food, so I have delegated that to somebody else. So we have a help that basically her work is to just help us cook and clean. So I take care of my son, I take care of his everyday life, and I'm in charge primarily for his care, me and my husband, of course. But so find out what's like higher on your priority list and what can go, but realize that it's not impossible to do it all, but it's as I'm even saying this, I just like, it's not possible to do it all by yourself all at once. You can't have it all at once. It's possible to have it by having people to help you. That's possible, but you doing it yourself, I doubt that so much. So let's be real, right? So find out what's important to you. Get a help, get a cook. If you can afford it, get a cook, get a cleaner, a housekeeper, a driver, because the time you're spending driving, you can be using it to work on your business. So many things. So anyways, yeah. So first of all, choose your battles and pick the big things first. So typically what I do every Sunday, so a couple of years ago, about 2-3 years now, I listened to a creative live video of somebody. For the life of me, I can't remember his name, but he talked about the concept of reviewing your week and planning your week ahead. And it's not as if I'd never heard that before, but it just felt like a huge cumbersome task for me. Like, how can I sit down and painstakingly plan the things that I'm going to do in the week? So I was like, okay, fine, let me give this a try. So his idea was to plan your week at the beginning of the week, and at the end of the week you review your week. And so I did that for like a couple of months. I just decided that, okay, I need to do this. So I did that for a couple of months, and it changed everything for me. So coming from a place where I thought, this thing is such a huge thing to do, I can't do it. And then I decided, okay, I needed to do it. So you have to be open-minded enough to say that. Just be open-minded enough. Whatever it is you want to do, you can plan your business, plan your personal life, plan your food, plan your everything. It's a lot to plan everything at once. That's why I chose the one that I wanted to double down on and pick. But so I picked those two aspects. Even then, it's a whole lot. Now as of today, I'm feeling very overwhelmed and very like, I'm in a fix. I have too many things I need to do, too many things, and it feels like, okay, I can't get myself to do it. So I sit down on Sundays. And I have like my book that I work with, and then I start writing down. Over time, I dropped the review part in the whole elaborate review. This one, I did it. Why didn't I do this? Why did I not do this? Basically. So I stopped the review part. That one didn't work for me. But the planning part still works. I still do that. So I've done that for like 3 years now. So I sit down and then I write down everything in my mind. That is, I need to do that now because my head is already feeling, oh Lord, so many things. I write everything in my mind that is making me feel all cluttered and all over the place. Then I deconstruct what they are. Okay, this one. When I now look at it, I'm like, okay, it's not that bad. I can get through all of this tasks. So for the next week, say for example, now today's Thursday. So for next week, I would have things like the things that I need to do. I need to plan my son's the rest of the holiday for him. I need to review our food timetable. I need to give my housekeeper things that she needs to do. I need to take some pictures. I need to edit some pictures. So I would have all of those things listed out. Then I will fix them into different days of the week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'll fix them into different days of the week to ensure that I'm able to attack all of it, right? Then the next thing I do is for that night, Sunday night, what can I do, to move me forward on this list? So the ones that are critical for me to have a good week, what are those things? I need to ensure that my social media plan for the week for all of my 4 accounts are on point, or at least I know what I'm going to post so that I'm not thinking through all of that on the fly. Then I need to ensure if I can schedule some, I will schedule them. I need to ensure that I have my son's homeschool plan for the week. I need to ensure that I have my business plan for the week, the things I need to achieve for my businesses to move forward. I need to have that as well. So I'm not necessarily doing them in the nitty gritty, but I'm just writing out a structure of what my week would be like. So over time, I've had repetitive tasks for the week what I've done is that I created a Google calendar. A Google calendar is basically, that one is for my own personal, personal development, and ensuring that I'm not, if I look at, when I'm feeling over, and I look at the time and I look at my calendar and say, okay, I can do this right now. So I have reading 30 minutes a day in the mornings, which I don't really do anymore. I don't know why I need to start doing again. So basically just for structure. My son's afternoon routine, his morning routine, I just have them on the Google calendar just to help me have a structure when I feel like, oh, everything is going away. So I go to my phone, I check, okay, what am I supposed to be doing at this time? I could be, editing a video, I could be doing all of that. So that's a minus, what I write. So basically that helps me to have a structure for the week, and it helps me not to be over the place. So now today is Thursday. So every day at the end of the day, I because I usually work at night around this time, so I have what I need to do for the night. So basically now for this night, I've written or create the ad copy for people that I wanted to do some ads for, record video, which I'm doing right now, social media for next week, which I've already done, homeschooling, I need to put together homeschool content for some people. So basically that's for tonight, right? And it ties back into my overall for the week. And even if it doesn't tie into it, I still put it down there so that I can be able to know, okay, this is what I need to do next. This is what I need to do next, because I'm generally, naturally all over the place in my head. Yeah, so that helps me. Then also automate what needs to be, anything that can be automated. Like I said, I schedule some of my posts, even if it's email. Google now has an email thing that you can, basically schedule an email. Then I also review my week at the end of the week. So now, before I used to be like, oh, what worked, what didn't work, and I used to literally write it down. This is what worked last week, this is what did not work, this one needs to change. This is what I'm thankful for last week. But now I just go through, okay, I was able to do XYZ, XYZ, XYZ. Why didn't I do XYZ? I just do that in my head. I don't write it down anymore. So that also helps me to know. And also the things I couldn't do, I could carry them over into the next week. Now, it is not a pressuring kind of, oh, you have to do it. It's just basically to help you have a structure in your mind, so that your mind is not bogged down by the 1,000,001 things to do. We are moms, and as a mom, you already have 1,000,001 things to do, right? So it's now basically trying to figure out how to, to schedule them to make sure it makes sense. So some of the other general tips I have is that for me, for being productive, especially with the multifaceted aspects of me, is that every week I assign a day to everything that I do. So if on Monday I assign Mondays to Cuddle Blog, I assign Tuesdays to Follow Latin Photography, I assign Wednesdays to Photo Lighthouse, I assign Thursdays to, so it's not so rigid, but it's like primarily on Mondays I will ensure to do creative thinking, creating content, primarily for the Cuddle Blog, advertising whatever needs to be advertised for Cuddle Blog, marketing it to people, things like that. Tuesday is for this, Tuesday is for that. And then I have a list of each of them, the things that will move us forward, and ensure that I do those things on those days primarily so that they can move forward. And then when I try to do like the big tasks first, the big things that I know that if this one gets done, it's like major thing off of my list. So first of all, every week, the major thing that is always biggest on my list is planning my homeschool for the week, because I have to really plan it to the minutest detail for us to be able to be effective. And because I always share what I do online, so I have to make sure that everything is ready. So doing that big one, the other small ones, you look very small compared to that. So it's always easier to go through the smaller things, you know, when I'm done with the big things. So I go through the big things first. Then also, if by say Thursday I've done major tasks for what I want to do throughout that week, looking at my list, I start planning the next week, you know, so that by Sunday I have minimal work. Yeah, so basically I just try to ensure that there's less pressure per time, less pressure per time, less pressure per time. This week has been very pressuring because, you know, because of my birthday, I was so excited and so focused for my birthday that I literally was not paying so much attention to all the nitty-gritty. So now the birthday high has gone down and I still have all this ton of work to do that I would have gone through that week or that weekend. Do you get? So it's very high pressured. I have a shoot as well, so it's so high pressured. So anyways, you know, so try to ease the pressure per time through the next week, through the next week, through the next week. Then finally, when I'm working at night, I put my phone off, not off. I have every day at around 9:14 p.m. my phone goes on lock mode, in the sense that it goes gray, black and white, and it also locks my highest apps that takes most of my time. That's WhatsApp and Instagram, like they take the most of my time. So I lock those apps at that time, so I have no access to them. So even if I have to, except if I really have to do something, so even if I've not, you know, I post by 9 p.m. on like every day 9 p.m. I respond to comments from 9 p.m. to 9:15. After that, till the next day, you get, except if maybe I have an order and I need to get somebody's 12 o'clock midnight, and I have to get the person's like details or something. That's when I will unlock. You have the power to unlock, but you have to be disciplined enough not to unlock it, because you know why you are locking it. So anyways, that is what I do. Those are like my general tips. And I try to not deceive myself when my son is around to say that I'm working, except he's watching TV. But when he's around and he's not watching TV, I just do not try to work, because I know that he's not going to be productive. I just, you know, wait till he's still asleep, then I work. That's why I work mostly at night. So basically, that's how I plan my week, and those are my own general tips for staying productive. And basically, you may feel like it's a lot, and the truth is that it is a lot, but I cannot miss it, because if I do not do it, my week goes to zilch, because I will be all over the place and I will not be able to function like a normal human being. I don't know how to do that. So I try as much as possible to ensure that few hours, sometimes I stay up till like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. to ensure that I finish out, so that my week can be good. Do you get? So it might seem like a lot of work. Initially, it will be a lot of work, but once you get into the habit of doing it, you will see why it is necessary to do it. So yeah, I hope this video, super long guys video, I'm just saying it, is like almost 19 minutes. Oh my goodness. So I hope it helps you, and please do, you know, share it to somebody that you feel might benefit from it. And if you have any questions, please let me know. I'll be happy to answer them. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.